Hey 143 fam, I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. Please make sure you subscribe and click on the bell for notifications. Winners for July readings have now been posted to Instagram and in YouTube comments. Make sure you check that out if you would like to be considered. For a free reading in August, make sure you subscribe. Leave me a comment below your video and I will notify winners at the very end of the month. I'll also be doing separate reading giveaways and additional daily, weekly readings all month long on Instagram. Make sure you check me out there, Urban Soul Guru. All of my information is in the box below. Now let's check out August and see what's in store. Hey Gemini, this reading is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to take a look at your general overview first, then we'll take a look at love. I will have timestamps down below. Gemini general overview for August 2019. Gemini general overview for August 2019. Okay, Gemini, I've got your energy. A weight has been lifted. That is what I'm channeling. A weight has been lifted. For some of you, for many of you, karmas have been resolved, okay? You're stepping into August with a clean slate. For some of you, that heart that was broken, not anymore. You feel healed. For others of you, if you've been dealing with karmic patterns, it feels like for many of you, karmic patterns, old karmic partners have showed up in July. Well, you're making peace with all that. You're stepping into August with peace, but it just feels like you're taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. You're surrendering to universe. A weight has been lifted. You are at peace. Okay, so let's get a little bit more clarity on this. Gemini general overview in August. Okay, Gem, of course, your first card just flew. Let me grab this. All right, Gemini, first card out. Life purpose. This is what it's all about. This is what you're aligning with. Gemini, you know that you've been going through major transitions, but the transitioning isn't over. It's vamping up and it's getting a lot better now. It feels like Geminis have a lot more clarity as to what this means, okay? As this comes full circle, many of you are leaving jobs, you're leaving old careers, you're leaving some people behind. Not everybody, but there are some people that will be left behind. It's almost like the old life. Gemini, you ready to step into a new life? Because that's what this feels like. It's life purpose coming full circle now, and there's so much relief in that. It feels like you are reaping what you sow this month in August. Trust me, gems, Leo season is going to be a blessed one for you. There's a lot of, it feels like a lot of divine energy. For some people, it's going to feel like luck, but it's not luck. It's you reaping the rewards for the energy, the conscious change that you've put out. Universe is rewarding you. Got to get some fresh air, okay, center of the reading. This feels like grounding that energy a little bit, though. But this is fun. This is fun energy. This isn't being outside getting fresh air to clear your mind. That's not what this feels like. This feels like you can go outside. You can take a break for a minute because I know Geminis have been working so hard. Take that break. Go spend some time in the park. If you have kids, be outdoors and play. But Gemini, that childish part of Gemini, that awesome Gemini inner child wants to play this month. Don't ignore that call. Make sure that you're outside while you're spending time not thinking about work. Some pretty big messages are going to come through for you. I just heard that you're going to get some downloads all on your own, okay? So pay attention to messages that you're channeling, creative sparks, inspiration. Even if you wake up in the middle of the night with inspiration, you have to write it down because Spirit is speaking to you. Following all of this is joy. So let me hold these up together. You're coming full circle with life purpose, and you are also coming full circle with joy. This is a really big time for Gemini. It's not limited to the month of August, okay? This energy is snowballing, and I know if you are conscious of this, if you've been paying attention so far in 2019, you've been feeling something vamping up, okay? It's a snowball effect. That snowball hasn't finished rolling down that hill, okay? So it's picking up speed. It's getting bigger. But what is that snowball? The snowball are the blessings. The snowball, it's the joy. It's about bringing something new through to completion. I feel a move. I'm definitely feeling a move for many of you, definitely a move by the water. Some of you may choose to move existing businesses. And that's okay. That feels really blessed, especially if there's some sort of water element involved. I'm really seeing Geminis around water. You feel a lot of joy there, but outside. So you have this connection to Mother Earth, this park energy, being out, playing in a park with children. Also allowing I just channeled exercising your inner child, okay? As a Gemini, you know what that means, okay? If anyone knows what that means, it is you. But it's water, it's being outside, it's Mother Earth. You're getting messages that keep you in alignment with this. This comes full circle, but you want to stay in alignment with soul purpose, okay? There are ideas. For those of you launching businesses soon, I'm getting Leo season, I'm also getting Virgo. Wow, are you stepping into a lot of money here, Gemini? Okay, so we have life purpose, clarify by what do you desire. Make sure that you are manifesting all that is in alignment with soul purpose. Don't limit yourself. Sometimes ego will tell you you can only go so far in your growth, okay? Even for those of us who know that we have healthy ego, it's very much intact. There are certain industries that are going to call for that high-level self-confidence. All of that's beautiful, but sometimes in that space, it's like that human side of us, disconnected from spirit, disconnected from this infinite ability to tap into blessings and receive blessings. There's this human part I'm feeling, and it's normal, we all go through this, that limits. Like, okay, I'm going to manifest success in terms of career, and I'm going to stay in alignment with this life purpose, but that means I can't have like really great love or have friendships, or, my health has to suffer because I have to, work all the time and I never sleep. There's balance, but part of that balance is it's asking for balance. Make sure you're asking universe for blessings across the board, not just in career. It feels like a really big message for you, Gemini, because this joy, this energy is not just limited to money and career, okay? This is about having a real life outside of work. And you may not have a real life outside of work, Gemini. I get that. Gemini sun here. Make sure you have that balance. But also asking universe to help you balance so that you can call all of these blessings in. It feels like you're being rewarded. So whatever you've been working on, expect rewards to come through, whatever new businesses, whatever new ideas. Wow, family too. There's a big connection to family. For some of you, I feel like you're starting a family, or there are changes on the home front that directly impact children, your spouse, okay? All very blessed. If you are thinking of moving and you're ready to do it, now's the time, okay? August into Virgo season, and through Virgo season, okay? So we have Leo and that Virgo energy at the end of the month. Really feels good for you to make moves, to make some serious decisions. Having that blessed Leo season energy, especially for you, Gemini, you just feel really connected to that now, okay? Utilize that. There are some serious blessings trying to come through, but they'll impact not just you, but your family, okay? So center the reading with fresh air, clarified by family. Spend time with family. The main message, center the reading here, is to have a life outside of work, okay? You know you need to hear that. I know how hard you work, Gemini, and I know that Gems love to be social, but don't feel like you can only excel in one area of life and not everything else, okay? You don't need to be making those sacrifices this month. Also, the beautiful thing about stepping into August now is this. Children will be out of school. Work may not be quite so hectic either, so it will naturally allow you to have time to spend with family, to spend with friends, to spend with your children, okay, without you having to try so hard to get there. This is what feels like is lifted. The weight that's been lifted that puts you in alignment with joy now, okay? Joy is being clarified by opportunity to forgive. You healed. You utilized the energy of July, the eclipses, Mercury retrograde. You made the most of it. All that is healed stays healed. You move forward to joy. This is your reward. This is what you've been working on. Feels like inner child healing. Definitely new careers, but definitely, and we'll take a look at this in the next spread with love. I'm definitely feeling some exes trying to kick down doors, Gemini, and it doesn't feel like you really let people back in, or at least not for too long. If you did, you recognize it was just about resolving karma. It was about healing, and it was about moving on. It just feels so peaceful for you. I do think some of you have been seriously heartbroken. Even if you've distracted yourself with work, there's been this sort of heartbreak energy. For some of you, it's grief. It may not be heartbreak from losing an ex. You could have lost a family member. I'm definitely getting like that grief, that heartbreak in the heart chakra. But you're forgiving the situation, you're forgiving people involved, and you're moving on, okay? You are stepping into more joy in the month of August. Let's get you a crowning card, and then we'll take a look at love. Crowning your reading. What have you been working on? This is where you're stepping into financial abundance. For many of you, you're starting something new that will allow you financial freedom. How many of you haven't had financial freedom for the past couple of years? It doesn't feel like it's been a short period of time. For some of you, Gemini, you've been struggling with money for a little bit. The blessing there and the blessing in disguise there is it's been putting you more in alignment with this, more in alignment with soul purpose, okay? You've put in a lot of work. You will be rewarded, but also some of you will be rewarded by new ideas coming through. So pay attention to when universe is speaking to you, especially when you're outside, especially when you're by the water. Bottom of the deck, we've let your past go. I feel you guys have already done this in July. If you feel like you haven't completely, it's okay. You'll get to this place of this joy and this forgiveness a little bit later on in the month, but just make sure you are closing all doors before you're stepping into something new. Also, change in direction. This has to do with I'm definitely getting new family members, babies, okay? So some of you may be welcoming a new family member, so congratulations. But for so many of you, this has to do with the move, okay? That's where that move energy was coming in. Try not to linger too much longer on the past, Gemini. It feels done. So let's take a look at love. That message is definitely going to apply to love for many of you. Yeah, I'm getting this message in love. Like X is kicking down doors. At least they want to. That's their intention, Gemini. And it does feel like for many of you, you're not really feeling that, but you appreciate it. Like you appreciate that there are still feelings intact. You appreciate that someone's willing to fight for you, even if you don't want that relationship anymore. It brings you peace. You recognize, you go, okay, that there was real love there. I need to move on from this for whatever reason, applies to you in your own life. But I need to move on, but it's nice to know that that was authentic. It's nice to know that that love I thought we had, I know that that's real, okay? It does feel like by you moving on, old partners are getting peace too as you move forward. But that does feel like that may linger a little into say like that first week and a half of August for you. So let's take a look at this, Gemini. Gemini in love. August 2019. Gemini in love. Wow, I just got this really funny visual of Gemini literally just standing there and watching somebody kick down a door like they're like a superhero. Like, I'm here for you, Gemini. I'm going to save you. And Gemini's like, that's cool, but can you fix that now? I'm going to go out, though. Do you want a coffee? I'll be back in a little bit. Just but fix that. Fix that, okay? Thank you. I appreciate you. That's the energy I'm getting for Gemini. I totally appreciate you. I really appreciate how much energy it took for you to just, do that for me, for us, but you got to fix that now. I'm going to go grab a coffee, and, you can, take a minute. Take a minute, but then, fix that real quick. All right, Gemini, let's get a little bit more clarity. Gemini in love. Express your love. All right, for many of you, this is new love coming in, and that's what it feels like. The reason why you're not necessarily entertaining people from the past, even really beautiful souls who put a lot of effort, a lot of love out there into the universe to maybe call you back in, feels like you've gotten peace. It feels like you've gotten peace, and now you're ready. So call in new love to express love to a new partner, but also expect some of this love and somebody else expressing love, especially from the past. This still may linger a little bit longer, okay? But it is beautiful. I'm not getting Gemini, run away from them. I'm actually getting a really beautiful soul here. I think for a few of you, you may entertain getting back together, but I'm feeling for the majority of Geminis, you're moving on because you've really gotten that peace, but you appreciate them. There is still love there. It's done lovingly, Center of the reading is this. This is why you're moving on. This is who you're calling in. If you're single, you are definitely calling in a soulmate. Do expect if you have already called the soulmate partner in, but there isn't commitment here yet, they're going to express love to you, and they're also going to express their desire for commitment. Do expect for those of you who already have this soulmate partner, you've been together for quite a long time, There's a lot of love here. Wow. Followed by this. It is safe for you to love. I was just channeling about this earlier on Instagram, my last post about love and how real love is safe. You can be vulnerable and still be safe. Gemini, that applies to you so much. This is somebody who wants all of you. They want your authentic self, the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the crazy, the unique, the weird. They want all of that. They want depth. They want depth, but this person makes you feel safe. When you're fully exposed, overexposed, you still feel safe. This message is huge for you. For those of you in committed relationships, okay? You already know you have this beautiful soulmate. You're in it. You guys committed. And for many of you, it's been a long time, okay? I'm seeing like stairs, okay? Like, I don't know, me doing that. I don't know if you can see what I'm getting in my head, this visual I have in my head. It's almost like you guys are taking another step up together. So even if you have major commitments in place, it feels like a step up. For some of you, it is connecting to higher level consciousness. Okay, so you guys are taking that step forward together because you are evolving together. For others of you, there are elements of that, yes, but it's about stepping forward with more commitment. So don't be surprised if people are asking for major commitments in the month of August. For some of you, I'm getting engagements, like real engagements, or at least speaking about that, speaking about marriage, speaking about moving in together. It's so good. This energy is so good for you. Express your love is being clarified by trust. It feels like this soulmate, when they tell you their real feelings, you trust them. And that's so rare. Right, Gemini? Isn't that rare when you can just take somebody at face value and you intuitively know that their intentions are in the right place, that they're not bullshitting you, like what they're putting forward, this love that they're talking about, they mean it, like all the way down to their core, in their bones, right? It's soul deep. That's who's here. That's who's showing up for you, Gem, okay? It feels like some of you in beginning stages of relationships, even for those of you that are single, that are calling new partners in this month, it feels like you recognize this trustworthy quality in your partner right from the get-go. It's very attractive. This is someone you want around for quite some time. You may even ask for commitment, or you may be the catalyst for that kind of conversation and that agreement to commit, especially to being exclusive. If this is somebody new stepping into your life, it's the beginning of a relationship. You'll have really good results if you do, if you initiate that, Gemini. Soulmate. Clarified by stay optimistic about your love life. Stay optimistic, especially if you had a really tough July. Some of you went through the ringer with partners over the last couple of months. Sigh of relief, a weight has been lifted, you're moving forward. In August, it's better, it's easier. This is a simpler month for many of you. Very important because there's still so much magnetic energy around you. Your ability to manifest is definitely heightened without so much struggle. So stay optimistic. If you're single, stay optimistic. You are calling somebody this beautiful all the way in, okay? Okay. So we have it as safe to love. For those of you who've been dealing with heartbreaks and letting the past go, you got out. You got out of relationships that didn't serve you. You're stepping into a much safer time, higher vibing relationships, commitments, okay? But there's a sense of freedom, Gemini. I'm feeling this even for those of you who are already in committed relationships. You still have this sense of freedom, and we know how important it is for a Gemini to still feel free, especially if you already have major commitments or you're agreeing to more commitment. You still need to have your freedom. It's safe. No one's trying to take that away from you. I don't feel partners trying to control you, Gemini. I don't feel anybody trying to dim your shine. You want to know why? Do you want to know why you've called this in? You manifested this. Good job, Gemini. Crowning your reading, self-love. You have learned how important it is to prioritize self-love. Gemini, you get it. I'm really feeling like I'm sitting in this Gemini energy, not just for me, but for Geminis collectively. And there's so much self-love and it's so pure. Yeah, for some of you, it is that healthy ego. I don't see you going overboard with it, okay? But there's this beautiful, healthy love. It's fun and it's vibrant, but it's calling in really quality people here, okay? If you're dealing with an issue with the partner still, if some of this lingers as you get into August, continue prioritizing self-love. Make use of your ability to communicate. Make use of your ability to communicate. It heals all things, but I feel you coming into August healed. Whether you're single or whether you're with a partner, something is healed, something from the past is healed. You're cutting those cords, you're really closing those doors. And if someone broke down the door, they're like, oh, all right, I'll fix it. Okay, yeah, bring me back a coffee. That's cool. It's like you can part on really good terms. They're not leaving you with like a door off the hinges, you know? They're like, oh, okay, let me repair that. Yeah, okay, maybe I was a little too aggressive. And you just come to this conclusion. It's so peaceful. It's so kind. If you're walking away from somebody, especially if it's exes that returned briefly, there's such kindness, but it's mutual. Bottom of the deck here. Give your relationship a chance. You know you've got a good one. Give love a chance if you're single. If you're in committed relationships, this is a very high-level soulmate. They're very much worth your time. Enjoy this. Have fun. There's this huge emphasis on being outside and having fun. Come back to this love. If you've been working like 24/7 Gemini, August is the time to put a little bit of work aside, and it feels like that will be a little bit more natural, be a little easier to do in the month of August. Be outside, get your sunshine. I'm definitely feeling Leo partners for some of you Gemini, not just Leo season, but I actually am seeing Leo partners. Really healthy energy there, okay? Be outside, enjoy this energy. This is a beautiful month. It's kind of chill. I'll tell you, it's chill, but it's fun, and there's an abundance of love. The only thing that feels a little bit intense still are some of these transitions, but it feels intense from a place of like you genuinely wanting this transition to happen, and it's exciting, and you're running with that energy. Stay in that flow. Just don't be a total workaholic all month, okay? There's people that need you. Go have fun. You've earned it. Gemini, if you still feel like you need some clarity, some additional clarity, reach out to me for private readings. I'm available for private readings and energy healing. I will be back mid-month with your mid-month love reading. In the meantime, Gemini, I'm sending you so much love, light, gratitude. Make sure you connect with me again on Instagram, Urban Soul Guru. I'll be doing some new things, and I'm going to be trying out some new readings and different things on that platform that I'm not doing here quite yet, okay? So I'll see you guys back here soon either way. Love you, Gemini. Enjoy this. Have the best month. Love you guys. Ciao.